Hello, my name is Lena, and if you're seeing this video it's because you want to know how to use your RentRedi app or your RentRedi website as a tenant. So the first thing is that you need to have an account in RentRedi. If you did a pre-qualification or if you did an application process, perhaps you already have an account. But anyhow, you're going to receive an email like this saying that your landlord has invited you to join RentRedi. Here you're going to see that they recommend you to download the app. So I do recommend to have the app version. It works a little bit better, but I'm going to show you how to use the website version. We're going to click in tenant.rentredi.com. And you're going to see something like this as soon as you log in. Remember, if you do not receive the email that I just showed you, it's very possible that you're not going to be able to see here the property that you're renting. So you're not going to be able to do payments, maintenance, or whatever. Now, how to do a payment. You're going to be able to see here, it says payment due, the amount, when it's due, and you can either do one-time payment or set up the autoplay. I do recommend the autoplay, but it's up to you. If you want to check all the payments and all the pending values that you got, you can check here in the top of the website that says payments. We click on there and we're going to see all the months that we have. Please, if you want to do the payment through this site, make sure that you're going to pay the correct month. And in case you have late fees for whatever reason, please ensure that you are paying the correct amount of late fees. You're not going to be able to do a payment for other month if those late fees are not covered with the rent. Now, you can click pay now. We're going to do the first month, that is November, and you have two options. If you want to do just one time, one payment, you can add your credit or debit card, but any card is going to have a fee of the 3.1%. Or set up a new bank account directly. It's going to cost you $1, the processing fee. We're going to place all the information and then just make a payment. But in case you say, hey, I just want to set a credit or debit card and never have to think about it again to do the payments, just do the auto pay. You're going to click here and you're going to set again the information of the card or the bank account you want to use forever and always, unless you manually stop it. And if you click history, it's going to show you all the payments that you have done. Now, something that is important to say is that as soon as you do a payment to the rent, it might appear like you paid and everything is fine. But sometimes we have negative payments, meaning that perhaps you paid with a card that did not have enough funds, you did it with a check, you did it with something happened and that value cannot be processed. So just because you paid and it appears here as paid doesn't mean that immediately that was accepted. So please double check with your landlord, or if you can, just wait 1 or 2 days and log in and check again just to make sure that your payment came through. Another way to realize that is because you see the charge in your bank account. Make sure that your rent is paid in full. Now, I'm going to show you how to set up a maintenance request. For maintenance request, it is mandatory that you do have to provide a picture or a video of the issue. That's the most important part. We are not going to process any type of request that is made through phone, an email, or a text message. It has to be through RentRedi. How do we create a maintenance request? You're going to click here where it says create request. You're going to choose a title in case your faucet is not working. Then we're going to select a category, water, and please add some notes specific about the issue. Just explain what is that faucet not working. Now, until this point, you could submit the request already, but again, we are not going to accept any maintenance requests that do not have a picture or video. So choose file. As soon as you see here that is added the picture or the video, you can click in send request. As soon as you click create request, you're going to see here the description of the issue, the category, and the status and the date it was submitted on. The status should appear red saying pending. The moment that it says pending, we as your landlords are going to receive that maintenance request. And what we are going to do is the next working day, we're going to try to contact you, make sure we know when are you going to be available so we can schedule someone to cover that service. So we need to know your time available to schedule that. Please keep in mind that you are the person who knows more about what is not working properly. So the contractor needs to get to know a little bit more about the issue. It should be great if you can provide that information. Now, another thing to keep in mind, most of the time we might not knowing how to add a picture of a video. If that happens and we receive a maintenance request without a picture, we're going to inform you that we're not going to address the issue unless we have evidence, because most of our contractors ask for a video of the issue so they know what tools to bring or if they need to order a specific piece to fix the problem. So do not send us pictures or videos through the phone, through a text message, through an email, because most of the time those videos and pictures do not look good in our end. Those are really blurry. So if you submit it in RentRedi, it's going to look amazing. We're going to be able to send that video to the contractor and everything is going to look great. Now, last thing to keep in mind, we're going to send you an email with this information right here, like a template that says, hello, your appointment has been confirmed. We're going to add here all the information that is in yellow. And also we're going to send you an email and a text message saying, hey, this is the time the appointment was scheduled. We're going to remind you a couple days before the appointment as well, or the same day of the appointment earlier. So please ensure someone is in the house. If perhaps something happens, we're humans, an urgency or something happens in our life, please let us know so we can reschedule this appointment with time ahead. If you are not in the house and you do not let any way that that contractor can get it, you're going to be charged $300. Why? Because that person scheduled us and was expecting a payment for the service, and that person could not provide the service, not because of them, but because you weren't available. So they lose their time, they lose the opportunity to serve another property, and they're working as well as us. So please make sure that if you cannot be there, just let us know. We can handle it, we will reschedule, but otherwise you're going to be charged. It is in your lease that you're signed. So as you can see, this is paragraph that appears in your lease. So if this happens, we're going to charge you in RentRedi. Please ensure that you provide all the information that we need to. Also, in case you need help with an appliance, it is important for us that you send the model, the reference, and brand for that appliance, because that's gonna help us to check if we need to contact the warranty or if we're just going to replace that item. This is just to ensure your safety, our way to track all the expenses that are going to those properties, and make sure that you guys are living in a really safe environment, and we are doing everything that we can to cover that environment. Thank you so much for your time and have a lovely day.